it is Friday, you know it is the trend. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Larry Mido. We're coming to you live from the University of Nairobi Towers, the fancy, fancy new building. We have more details coming up on the penultimate end. Penultimate means end. The conclusion of Nairobi Innovation Week. Right now, though, Ciru, can you stop? You're already giving me side eye. I have not even introduced you yet. Ciru Muriuki is back in the building. Eddie Butita, Cindy Ogana. How are you guys doing?
Hello.
Hey, Larry.
We are fine.
Hey.
Tuko sawa.
I love that thing. What is it?
I think this thing, it's called, what is
It's
it
a
called?
brooch.
It's called a
It's
brooch.
a man brooch,
Blouse.
isn't it?
It's called
Si ufungue koti pia wewe.
Z, so mnajuaje ni double breast nikifungua?
Finally, double
This is-
breast is back.
This is, I'm bringing double breast back,
We
single-handedly.
did not leave it.
This
in
is the
90s.
third look from the Just Larry collection by Undisputed Man. Hashtag
this
just
is-
saying.
This is not bad.
It's very nice. Very
I mean,
dapper.
We're trolling you,
Dapper.
but it's
I
not
keep
bad.
hearing that word today. Dapper.
Very
Thank you,
dapper.
Cindy.
And-
Yeah.
Okay, what is a dabba?
Not a dapper.
Undisputed
Dapper.
man.
It's
Okay,
very.
that's what you need to enunciate, okay?
Oh.
Use your words.
Anyway.
Yangu ni a disputed man. Undisputed, yangu ni disputed.
Jealousy black does not look good on you, Butita. It does not bring
When
out your
nimevaa
eyes.
black.
For the first time, Butita is not wearing a primary color.
Can we all stop being racist?
Okay,
Black lives matter.
sitaki na nyinyi.
So, guys, let's get straight into it. This is the trending talkers. Hashtag TTTT. This video, veteran Eldoret politician Jackson Kibor doing the rounds on the internet for the better part of this week. It shows him discharging his gun. I'm going to run that for you on a split screen. And what you see there is Jackson Kibor shooting at his son. He really missed him, literally. The target there is the third-born son of the 86-year-old politician, Ezekiel Kibor, and this incident was over a disputed piece of land. Kibor, on his part, claims that he did this in self-defense and that his sons who had attacked him with the pangas and Gikmakamago.
Listen. Hit. Okay, let me get more comfortable.
Yes.
We need to get into this. I come from a part of Kenya where land disputes are
A
the
big
norm.
deal.
It's a big deal. Like,
Yes.
don't get between someone from my community and their land.
Yes.
Mohoda,
Eh.
Asha. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But let me tell you something. This is the first time I've seen an elderly man.
86?
As in, he's knocking on heaven's door, but he's still shooting at his son. Dial.
Land
Alitu
issues are
marambili.
so tricky. Do you
They
remember,
are.
Kirima, just
Yes.
before he passed on, the whole issue with his property and family business, it's really one of those issues where I really don't want to comment too much because there's always a sensitive issue behind it, and I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a reason why an 86-year-old guy decided enough is enough.
I'm going to shoot
You're
my
my
son.
flesh and blood.
Lakini,
But it's either I go or you go. Land issues are crazy. They're
Mse,
really crazy.
alishoot mara mbili. Unajua niliona hiyo clip
uh-huh.
nikahurumia huyo kijana. Yaani huyo kijana hajaijua ukichezea shamba unaweza land in trouble. Juu yenyewe ule buti yake uta land in trouble bana. Juu babake alishoot mara mbili. Pa.
Uh-huh.
Yaani huyo ni baba yako. Anashoot mara mbili.
Uh-huh.
Eh?
That's so that
Sasa
you know
mimi
it's not
najiuliza,
a warning
God,
shot.
God.
Shida ni tukaa budangu, sijui tukakuwa na shida ya shamba atanifukuza na mshipi. Juu yenyewe pia ndio wate status za kuwa na land hivyo na kwenda gana. So tunaweza sema kama kulikuwa na makosa pande ya mtoi wake, wa respect baba yao manzi. Unajua pia ni mzee. Hii asira inaweza mfanya afanye kitu yote huwezi. Lakini pia kama pande ya baba yake ndio kuna makosa. Wakae chini kama familia. Unajua shamba huwezi enda katikati ya shamba ati utoke nayo mbio. Utapatikana tu hapo bado.
Lakini
Hapo
wacha
tu.
niulize, by the time a father is shooting twice, so that you know that it's not a warning.
Yeah.
He means to hit you.
Yes.
Right? What kind of family meeting can resolve that?
Thank
Is
you.
that past resolution?
I remember a family meeting. Do you remember the Tuskys saga?
Oh, yes.
That was a family meeting. You know, these family meetings don't seem to be ending very well.
This guy is a billionaire several times over.
Yeah.
He's a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
He's got hundreds of acres of land. I think by last
Thousands,
count, maybe
actually.
4 wives.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't understand, like, you know, I'm glad you brought up Tuskys.
Yeah.
Because at least there was consensus on both sides. So
Yeah.
even the guys on the board were like, we are not responsible for what the children did.
It's the
Exactly.
It's
children.
the children. Don't fight him. The children.
Alafu unajua kibori.
No one was going to get murdered.
I know, right? There was no gun involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
But these family squabbles, especially when there's a lot of land, these vast businesses, there are many families,
Yes.
you know, children coming out of the woodwork, funerals and claiming that's my dad. Then they always end up looking like the dad. and you cannot dispute.
Because
Those
the-
ones are a
the
bit
genes
tricky.
are always so strong.
Those ones wakuhepa, the genes are on point.
Kwanza wanakuga unaonanga tu hivi unaona hapa DNA hapana bana.
Hapa hakuna hata
no
DNA.
need.
Genes are on
Small
point.
lady walking
What's
onto
that?
the stage wearing even the same clothes, the same
You know,
Lakini Kibora
laughing the
amekuwa
same way.
Kibora amekuwa on the receiving end sana. Unaona kama ile time fulani marriage yake ilikuwa miaka ngapi?
See, he
Ilisha-
divorced his wife after
20
how
something
many
years, yes.
It's like amekuwa na sequence ya story. Kuna siku amekata nini ya club.
Hiyo-
Yeah,
hiyo
yeah.
clamp Eldoret,
Yeah.
eh.
Na that tunafaa kumtengenezea Kibor Diaries.
I know, right?
Badala ya Nairobi Diaries.
No, but
Previously
lakini
on
Mr.
Keyboard
Kikuongea
Diaries.
mbaya because if he's shooting the
Shots
sun,
fired.
then Sebi.
A passer,
Ako LD.
a random citizen. You know, you don't even share blood.
Edi kwenda.
Hey, okay, so you guys, some people have argued that President Kenyatta has been traveling without his chills this week, or maybe whoever is responsible for handling the president's chill pills has been missing the cue. It started with what sounded like a warning to the striking doctors that they would get sorted, and sorted is what, if they do not go back to work. And then it was followed by this showdown in Turkana after claims by the county governor, Josephat Nanok, that the president was interested in the county's oil deposits without benefiting the residents. You have already seen this video, but I'm going to run it for you one more time.
Mtu akisimama hapa aseme ti Uhuru akona haja na mafuta ya wengine, ashindwe na shetani mshenzi. Mimi watu wasiwe watu ambao watakuja kudanganya Wakenya.
Imetoka kule juu pesa mingi matrilioni ikakuja bilioni 22 ya jamii community, kutoka 10% to 5 ikaweko tena capping, ikakuwa bilioni 3. Hiyo ndio shida yangu.
Mimi sio mimi napitisha sheria, ni bunge. Mimi ni kuweka naweka kidole. Alafu mjinga anakuja kusema hapa ati mimi nafanya mambo ya hiyo siwezi. Na msiwe watu ambao mtasikia porojo. Mkisikia mambo ya porojo, sio Uhuru atapotea, ni nyinyi mtapotea.
So a lot of people are outraged by the president's language there, but let's keep in mind that Kibaki used to say pumbavu and stuff like that.
He actually called someone Mavia Kuku once.
The
I
Mavia
remember
Kuku.
watching the news like, no, I think, and it's something I've noticed, the older you get, I think the more you progress through life, every cheese,
Yes.
like there's a point at which, you know, Mama Lucy Kibaki, the late
Yes.
Mama Lucy,
Yes.
had gotten to that age where she was like, what is a shoe?
I have no shoes to
So I
give.
think President Uhuru Kenyatta is fast approaching
No,
that point.
Kibaki is in his 80s. President Kenyatta is like 56.
Zi, Uhuru ni ule boy.
Listen, by the time Uhuru Kenyatta is 60, what do you think he'll be talking? There's a point at which you're like, what is a chill? Me, I don't want. However, I actually do have a bit of a criticism. No matter how provoked you feel,
Yes.
there has to be a difference between you and the person who has provoked
Thank
you.
you.
There's a thing that we keep saying about President Donald Trump, and even when I said President Donald Trump, my mouth was like, my mouth almost refused it, but it's all right.
You couldn't
As
get
in-
the words out.
Like, I almost did not succeed. But
Yeah.
people keep saying that Donald Trump is not presidential because of how he behaves.
Mhm.
And presidential behavior is an actual thing. There's
Yeah.
a way that you have to behave so that people see there's a difference between you and the people who keep chokosaing you. I think this is something that President Uhuru Kenyatta needs to keep in mind.
You know, Cindy, the argument a lot of people are making is, no, he was provoked by what was said before. Meaning that there's some things that can be said which can provoke the president
Yeah.
into speaking like that in public.
Well, he was provoked. We are provoked every June when we pay our tax returns.
Hey.
You don't see us going around
Hey.
spewing words here or there.
Well,
You wait for
well,
June
well.
for provocation. Me, I'm provoked every end month when you see that pairs
That
you
pays,
are.
we are
I can
provoked
buy
when
an iPhone.
Thank
I
you.
can't. Siwezi. I mean, the cracked screen. It's okay.
There, young Simba, there.
Uhuru anaweza
So
kasirika
this
tu pia.
provocation,
Eh.
so this provocation, I think us as Kenyans, as citizens, the voters, the taxpayers, we have a right to be provoked. I agree, as a president, have a bit of decorum, relax kidogo. You can't call somebody in your government, even though it's from the opposition, huyu mjinga anasema. You know, it was just like, I don't know.
Mshenzi,
It was a
shaitan.
little
Yes.
extra.
It was a little extra. I cringed.
And then, you know, the funny thing is, now he exposed us as the Kikuyu community. No, we can't say shetani. You have to say shaitani.
Shaitani.
Shaitani. Yo, comma. As in, we can't say shetani. Shaitan.
He said shaitan.
Unaona madaktari kwanza ndio walikuwa wameambiwa na uje juzi, ilikuwa Wednesday.
Yes, in Naivasha.
Madaktari sifike mali tuanze kupigana. Wakati kaona hadi saa hii imefika mali ukistrike Uhuru kuite State House. Inaweza kuwa ni mbaya, unaweza anza kutetemeka mapema. Umejifanya mjanja, nataka katambe, tupigane, tujue nani mwanaume. Nataka niingie ndani, nivue koti, ukuje na wenzako, tuweze kupelekana mbio. Ruto anainua chuma, akimaliza tutapata. Yaani ameamua kwa ule boys ule. Yaani anakasirika. Unajua ni human pia.
Yeah.
So vile nasema pia ni vile pia ameamua tu kwa Uhuru yani.
Seriously.
No.
Seriously. Ameamua kwa Uhuru.
Ako tu Uhuru, yani ako free. Anaona kujiseti kwa president kila saa watu wananizoea mbaya.
It's okay to be human. Even us, we are human. We don't have doctors. We are here UN. There are no lecturers. You don't see us going around bashing people all over the
unajua kuna time
place. He
ukiwa
needs
mdogo.
to fix his house and maybe drink a bit of water with a bit of bleach in it to sort of clean
the
his
views
mouth.
expressed here do not necessarily represent.
No, we need
Those
to clean
of
house.
Distancing ourselves.
We need to clean house. And we need to clean our mouths across board. Somebody said something very interesting.
Unakumbuka story niliwaambianga nilikuwa kwa TV.
Let me conclude by saying, somebody said something very interesting.
Yes.
You know, a lot of stuff is said in the media, and Ezekiel Mutua is all up in airs. I haven't heard him say anything.
Who's that? Me, I've never heard of him.
You know, I've not heard him say anything
That
about
name-
our
that
head
name,
of state's
that name is not
remarks.
familiar. No, never heard of that name.
Never heard of the name?
No.
Ezekiel.
All right.
Ephantus
Me-
Mutia.
No.
Kitabu cha Ezekiel.
Elizabeth Matula.
The artist formerly known as.
I don't know.
On that bombshell, let's leave it there just for the moment. I have to sneak in a really quick break right now. We're coming to you live from the University of Nairobi. If you are in the campus, come through. We're going to be here all the way until 10 p.m. and then until maybe midnight. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the University of Nairobi, where the Trend Trending Talkers is coming live from you, for you from Cindy. Kuna maswali watu wanauliza kesha iko wapi leo?
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord again.
Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Kama za kesha.
You know, it's
Mwadhani ya gosho.
any.
Amen.
Opaki Yesu.
Pakrut.
Kesha
It means praise
itaanza.
God.
Praise God. Yeah.
So to pack is to praise.
No, to pako is to
To
praise.
Paco is to praise.
Pako.
Okay.
And
Yes.
a bitch is 5.
And that's
I
con-
just thought I'd say that. In Django, a bitch is 5.
Okay, thank you. That concludes our Luo lesson for today. Join us again next week.
Story went left.
Guys,
Nakufundisha usijali.
former Prime Minister Raila Odinga on Wednesday rushed to Karen Hospital because he was treated for food poisoning and later discharged. Most people may misunderstand the true meaning of food poisoning, and that's why this was a very much needed clarification.
I did quite a bit of examinations and found that it was some poisoning in food. We don't know exactly where it's happened, but they took care of it, so I'm out of danger. Food poisoning, you know, it's not necessary that somebody has given you poison. It's that you've eaten something that does not agree with your system.
Exactly, Raila got food poisoning from.
I just want to distance my community because, you know, we drench everything in boiling water.
So it kills all the.
It kills all germs dead.
So it's going to be the food he
It
ate
was
in
not
Nyeri.
us.
Kwanza
We wish to
inafaa.
distance ourselves
Eh.
from food poisoning.
Hiyo kwa kabaka na ugali na supu nyingi.
Now Waru is bae. Me, I've never had anyone getting food poisoning
Karoti,
from our Waru.
eh.
Waru is bae.
Waru gives us vodka, so I
Inadepend
agree.
na tumbo yako.
Hallelujah.
Inadepend na tumbo yako ndio upate food poison. Unajua pia kuna mafood watu kula tumbo inazoea. Sasa unaona kai jai kushika si makosa yako. Ni zile vitu wewe ukula. Tumbo yako imezoea vitu dangerous.
Boiro.
I want to see where this is.
I wonder where this is leading. Yes.
So unaona
He's trying to say
wewe
you're
unaweza
not used
shikwa
to
wewe unaweza shikwa na food
sophisticated food.
poisoning ukikula kwa 5 star. Ndio unasikia tumbo
Shots are fired.
Nimetuka-
Shots are fired. And I'm not talking about kibor.
tumbo inashindwa hizi ni nini hizi.
Nimetukanwa.
Lakini unaona kai ya Raila.
Umetukanwa Shiro. Wacha
nilikuwa-
nichoche.
Nilikuwa tu na explain tu.
Nimetukanwa ama
Mimi
sijatukanwa?
siwezi ambiwa hivyo kwa TV
Eh,
bali
wacha
nanyamaza.
nichoche. Shiro.
Watu lazima waheshimiane.
Me, I cannot
Watu
be
lazima
told.
waheshimiane.
I hold your mic.
Cheki before tuheshimiane. Ndio
Yende
kitu nilikuwa
murume
nasema.
na diko rumo ngoze.
Let me hold your mic.
Yeah,
Shiro, please.
Ngoja. Larry, unajua reason nasema hii story yote ni ati food poisoning.
Eh.
Sini ukikula food either inataka kitu labda inataka kuspoil ama food iko na kaitilafu fulani. Sio kuwekewa sumu kwa food. Na hiyo ndio kitu watu hawajaelewa. The moment walisema Raila food poisoning.
That is true.
Hapana bwana, bora kuna poison hapo, hii ni story nyingine. Yani hiyo the word poisoning, yani hata ichenjiwe isikwage food poisoning. Kwetu kitu food. Watu wengi wanajua Raila aliwekewa sumu.
Gastritis.
Aliwekewa sumu.
Hapana, hao watu ile kitu walifanyia baba, watuambie ukweli.
Yeah.
Kama ni chakula mbaya, panya inakulanga chakula mbaya na ikufi. Poison inatoka wapi? Poison inatoka wapi? So wase wengi wajajua, wase wengi wanajua, kuna watu wanajua food poison, lakini kuna watu wanadhani alipoisoniwa, unaona?
Aliwekewa
that's
sumu.
true. That's
Alright.
true.
Akumbe tu ni mandondo baba alikula
He
mahali.
had been traveling a lot.
Yes.
Nigeria, Turkana, different parts of the country. So I'm
Yeah.
sure he picked something along the way. I am just happy that Baba is all right.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
And then
Good.
also, I have to say that my aim in life is to get to a point where when I get sick, I make national news.
I
Yes.
know, right?
Front
That
page
is
news.
you having
When your
arrived.
tummy hurts.
Unajua
Yeah, I have a tummy ache and I'm on the front of the newspaper.
Yes, yes.
That's Baba the Enigma.
There we go.
Yes.
Kwanza nimegundua usiwahi gonjeka saa ile mtu kaa Raila amegonjeka. Manze hata ugonjwa wako haitrend. Anyway, Viko kwao na umwana tumbo na kichwa anaambia msee ana hata Raila ndio nasikia story yake. Boss Raila na pia mimi msiki. Eriko unauliza bana.
Okay, guys, on the 6th of November last year, Solomon Mwangi, he was then headmaster at Ciru Boys Secondary School in Muranga. He died under mysterious circumstances, and they're now only starting to become clear. The Daily Nation today led with the details of the chilling murder of that principal. As it now emerges, the murder plot started as early as June last year because his wife suspected him of having an affair. So, the original plan, this is his wife's plan, is to kill the girl he was having an affair with. But then it became a bit tricky because where she works is kind of public. So it was complicated. Ilikuwa tricky day. So the plot changed to killing the headmaster, and that's what they ended up doing. That's the summary of the whole Daily Nation front page today.
Okay. I read this story and like it chilled my blood. First of all, if you read the story, there's a point at which they went to where the young lady worked.
Yes.
And they asked for a soda, and she's the one who served them so that they could see who they're going to kill.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, she's serving the people who want to kill her without knowing?
Imagine
Number
that.
one. Number
Number
two,
two.
this woman is planning to kill someone for months, and every night she's sleeping next to him. I don't know what kind of person you have to be. Like, if the marriage is not working out for you, so you just go. It's not a prison, so just go.
It's because
Just
the
go.
hurt is too much. You must die. That is why. Probably that's how she was looking at it. She's like, you've broken my heart. You've, taken me through the mud. You must die. But I agree with you. If the marriage doesn't work,
Just
let
go.
it go. Don't plan to kill him or the woman
And then
he's
you
having
see
an
her
affair
in
with.
court wiping tears. Rubbish, nonsense, Satan.
She's wiping tears
She did that
because,
at
you
dinner.
know,
What
the woman is still
Nonsense.
alive. So probably in her psyche, she's thinking that she still hasn't sought the ultimate revenge. But it is chilling.
Butita.
It was heartbreaking almost. Yeah, no, before even Butita says, in there was a part in the story where the guy, because she drugged him and then drove him to his murderers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then like at some point the drug started wearing off, so he woke up and he was like, ninachelewa. Imagine at that point he still don't know. He
Didn't know that
what
his
going
wife
to
was going to
happen.
kill him.
That's crazy, bruh.
Yani life ya mtu ni kitu important sana. Lazima irespectiwe. Regardless of what. Msee yani ndio akwe kwa hii world alafu dead apotee kabisa. Ikwangi ni kitu light. So kuna watu hiyo kitu kwa heavy sana kwa wakulose msee. So before uone nika unaweza ua mtu ama unaweza fanyia mtu kitu negative mpaka life yake ikwe cut short. Unafaa kufikiria hiyo watu wako around yeye. Wacha kujifikiria peke yako.
All right?
Yeah.
Fikiria watu wako around.
Let's leave that just for the moment because I have to take another quick break right now on the Trend Trending Talkers #TTTT. We're looking through your tweets. I'll read some of them when we come back. Yani nyinyi watu wa tweets, mmesahau chills zenu kama Uhuru. Asiko Ndigo. Cindy looks like ule mama wa serikali saidia.
Hiyo ni ukweli.
What?
Wase wa Twitter tuacheni ukweli.
That's actually funny.
Tusemeni ukweli
Wase wa
sana.
Twitter tuacheni ukweli.
Mtoto yangu.
By the way, unakaa huyo madhe.
By the way, this is sort of that print. That's a good one.
Oh God. Okay. JB, when talking about decorum, please also address the president of decorum. Shame on you.
Hiyo ni ya nani?
Who is it aimed at?
JB.
Specific.
Hiyo ni ya
JB.
nani?
I
Be
think
specific.
if the shoe fits, wear it.
Oh, ana bahati si yangu.
Jeremiah Karaoke. Shiro, Atifudia Central is flooded in water. Viazi drenched, effectively producing vodka.
Yes. Which goes and kills the pathogens in the stomach. Hakuna cha food
Guys, this is
poisoning.
pseudoscience.
Aweka supu mob kwa
Oe,
ru
ati
hadi saa kusavu.
pseudoscience.
Yes.
Pseudoscience ni yenyu koa. Oe.
Aweka supu mob kwa waru hadi saa kusavu mnafish waru.
But then you will leave us alone. Have you ever, let me tell you, these thighs are not made of salad. I've eaten warus and I'm fat and healthy.
Guy. Okay.
Warus and carrots.
That escalated
Na
quickly.
kaminji.
And
Aside
cabbage.
minji.
Cabbage.
Kinyanjui Steven. Baba alikula chapondondo. Hizi tabia za food mwito achie uhunye. Kelvin Muriuki. When the rich get diarrhea, it's food poisoning. Maskini anaharisha.
That is true.
No, Larry has food poisoning. Sisi wengine.
Wajala vipi tunashindwa. Kitu nimekuwa nashindwa ni ati Raila hiyo kuangana wakina Wetangula na Mudavadi. Hawa kushikwa na food poisoning. Yenyewe Waluya tuko strong. Yaani ukikula kitu mbaya unashiba badala iko affect.
Bora ushibe kwanza. Food poisoning kesi baadaye.
Food poisoning Western hautawaisikia.
Aya, Ken Free Mutuma. Ilibidi nifunge macho venye alisema tunamwona mjinga Uhuru. And then finally Edwin Otieno Gutu. Yani simu ya Trump ndio imefanya Uhuru akwe na attitude.
By the way, that is the
Trump
point.
alikolunya.
That is the point. Before Uhuru was uko there PRs.
Alikuwa amenyenyekea.
Yeah. Then he talked with Trump on the phone one
Hello,
time.
President
After that,
Uhuru.
shaitani mjinga. What?
He's enough to give you any kind of road rage, podium rage, all kinds.
Ni kwanza mnasema Trump. Mimi hata nikolewe na ambassador. Hai Nairobi ya mutaka.
Tutahama.
Okay. Chief pekee tu.
Guys, we should probably call this guy Vincent Omondi the Rudisha of the streets. Follow along. Ushachoka na sijata sijaanza. So Vincent aliokota 200k wenyewe na akarudisha. Now the miracle part of this story is that up until the incident happened, Vincent was just like any other homeless guy you pass on the streets of Nairobi. According to his Facebook profile, he's an IT graduate from St. Paul's University, just another unemployment statistic in the country, and there are many, many people like him. He's also said to have even been an intern at Kenya Airways. The owner of the money he collected asked why he opted to return the money, and his response, according to this guy, was, inaweza kuwa ni ya pesa ya school fees ama mtu ako mgonjwa mahali. Sasa singechukua.
That's a really good reason, yeah? And this has happened to quite a few people I know. Not until they dropped money, because when if I dropped 200k, I would know the next second. I'd feel like I've lost weight.
I feel like power has left me.
Like what?
You'd feel like
It's
something
like-
has lifted.
It's
Your
like-
spirit has shifted.
It's like Jesus.
no,
No. It's like Jesus when that woman touched the hem of his garment.
You're like-
It's like I feel like my power has left
Who
me.
touched me? But let me tell you something. This has happened to a few people where, like, you send a large amount of M-Pesa, to the wrong person.
Yes.
Then immediately, and I've always wondered, these people, when they live next to an M-Pesa
They
kiosk,
go and withdraw,
because
sayo. They go and
immediately-
check it.
And and that money is not just for fun times.
Yeah.
It's normally being sent for like a purpose. I know someone who's actually sending money to Shags for someone to be taken to the hospital.
Right.
So yeah, that was a pretty good reason this guy
True.
gave for, listen, me, I might be stealing this money and I don't know what
Yeah.
it's for. And karma is a thing, eh?
Gamma, yes. Gamma is a
It may
female dog.
just screw someone over and I'm walking through the streets and a piano drops from a plane and crashes me and I die. me, I don't
Cindy?
play with karma.
It's true. I'm really happy he returned the money. But his story is interesting. He's educated. He's on the street.
Yeah.
I would really love if we used the netizens to spot him and he finally can get the help that, remember this
Absolutely.
really eloquent street child
Yes.
who talked about
Opportunity.
Yes, opportunity and so on and so forth.
It's
So
called
I'd
Mwenda.
really love if his only issue is unemployment, then let us use hey
Let
social
us use
media.
Yes.
Social media
Eh,
Social
to
media.
spot him and get him a job.
Butita.
Umse unajua mimi umeona hapo onyeshwa hapo chini. Akihustle. Mimi unajua
Hii nation ya Larry.
hii nation moja.
Nation sasa ni Alari tena.
Yes,
Ni ya
hii-
Jomo
hii
Uganda
nation-
sister.
yeah.
Yeah, unaona nation ya Larry hapo chini. Unajua mimi umeona hapo akihustle brother lunch nini. Sijuangi ako na hizi madegree zote na nini. Whether kani ukweli amesoma hivyo.
Yeah.
Vile mimi umeona si mse condition yake inakuanga iko wasa sana. Hata unaweza dhania ametoka home amekuja kuhustle. Yenyewe nguo ndio zinakuaga chafu. So kama ni mse ana madegree hivi na manini, tunaweza chekika kuna mtu ana opportunity anaweza mpe at least tuseme angetulijaribu pia sisi.
Okay. All right. I want to get through two stories real quick before we go. One is we've talked a lot about robbery incidents. Last week we covered two. On Saturday, another one happened. This time it was the Naivas supermarket on Mountain View Mall. That's, I think, on Thika Road. You need to see this video, but pay special attention to the poor cop. Mike, I want you to run this because everybody's looking through this. Pay attention to the cop. And the cop, my goodness, that cop's reaction for a minute is just all of us. He's all of us struggling to adult and just failing.
And surrendering
You're just
to
like
the pressures of life.
Yes.
You're like, no.
The vicissitudes of life.
Ain't nobody got time.
Did you just say vicissitudes?
Yes.
Take this
Hey.
high five.
But huyo mse anaweza kualia.
So do.
No, let me tell you, Cindy and I were discussing this earlier, and let
Yeah.
me tell you something, If you were to put him and Lupita Nyong'o up for the same Oscar for acting,
He would
Thank
win
you.
it.
He would win it, hands down.
because that the way he fell. Can you remember this show? And I'm about to age myself heavily, but can you remember
Guys.
this show that used to come in the 90s called Tahamaki?
I remember.
Whoa. Tahamaki.
Tungena mambo, that show.
Yes.
Where you're shot and then 3 seconds later is when you're dying.
Yes.
That was the most theatrical fall. He fell. You're being robbed of a suitcase that's filled with money. You have a firearm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That time, that guy is heavier than me.
And then he's
And
running
I'm not
like...
light.
That's the thing.
He has bigger hips than me, friend. My friend. My
That's the
friend.
thing.
Ama namna gani?
Shiro.
Oh, no, Magani. He has
Umse-
bigger hips than me. And
Umse-
look there at he's struggling to run down the ramp like this.
Okay.
He's not
Yes,
shooting the-
Butita.
Watu wanasema huyu
Brother.
polisi alikuwa na act.
Eh.
He was acting.
Alikuwa na act.
Mhm.
Ushaiona bunduki na
Somebody say
ngoja
cahoots.
ngoja. Ushaona bunduki na macho hivi tu.
But you have an AK-47.
And he has a pistol hatari na yeye si polisi, si ndio?
Ah, come on, man.
Wacha
Umse
aseme, Butita.
Umse anaweza kuwa tu pia alikuwa polisi na ni real, but then aliona gana akaanguka chini. Si ati
No.
anaweza kuwa na act. Unajua
Kwani-
wase, unajua kwani nasema hivyo? Juu nilisikia news na hapo hivyo walinarrate wakasema venye walikuwa na report wakasema ati it must be an inside job because the thugs didn't shoot the police.
Oh, they shouldn't shoot the cop.
So walikuwa wanafaa kumua.
No,
Ndio
No,
tuseme
but
nini?
usually,
Eh?
you know,
Usually-
So mimi kitu
when
naweza sema
it's a heist and
kitu
you're
naweza
stealing
sema-
money and
kitu
there's
naweza
a
sema,
cop.
gava investigatini kitu ili happen.
Okay.
But hatuwezi jua kama walikuwa
Let me
na
just say
ama
this
ilikuwa
though.
real.
You know who the real ninja, and I need to say this again, is Polycarp Igathe from the Shell shooting with the Senator Njoroge.
Yeah.
Because Polycarp Igathe alishutiwa hapa hivi, and then he was still standing there like a ninja. And he's not even a cop.
He looked like he even moved his head like.
You know, like in the movies when guys walk away from the fire.
Yes.
That's
yes,
Polycarp for
Igathe
you.
for you.
No, but you guy, Butita, you can't defend this.
That guy should just
Chill, let
study
me
theater
finish.
and creative
Sitamdefend,
arts.
nimesema wa investigate.
Bruh.
Umse anaweza kuwa alikuwa real, yeye ako
Okay.
na gun.
Listen,
Guys.
if thieves are coming to steal from you and you're a cop and you have a gun, the first thing they'll do is kill you before you kill them.
Okay.
Yes.
But this
Okay.
guy just felt like, oh no.
Like a
I'm
gunia,
not
like the
ready.
gunia of Warus.
This is such a show.
Oh my gosh, gravity, take me. And he surrendered, that's the thing.
Guys,
He even spread
Ciru,
his
Ciru,
arms
Ciru,
out.
kuna makujua bunduki sio WhatsApp.
I'm out of time, but I really need to get through this because I'm sure you've already seen these pictures of an aspirant for the Bureti MP seat. This is how hard aspirants are now working for the elections this year. Lakini hata kama ni campaign, the Salt Bay of Bureti might have taken it a bit too far. And he's got this salt branded. It says Kibet Komingoi Sebuleni, which means Kibet yuko hadi Sebuleni.
Hey, ako ndani
Ako
yake.
ndani.
Ndani, ndani.
Me, by the way, these aspirants will show us things. Mpaka utaenda kwa mitumba kununua ngodha upate MCA. Guys will show you things.
We protect you always.
Kampeni imeshika.
Merchandising.
Kampeni imeshika sahi.
Kampeni imeshika.
Hiyo ni noma. Ameka mpaka kwa chumvi. Ni for MP. Hiyo ni sawa. Acha watu wa kampeni. Acha tuwekeke vitu hivyo manze sahi. Sahi itakuwa ni rahisi, kila kitu itakuwa branded tao. Sahi hata mvua inaweza nyesha na poster.
Even me can be branded.
I know, right?
Yeah. Can we ask for branding?
Where do you want to brand your forehead?
Snap.
Let's say that's what I meant.
Okay, guys.
So badly.
I have to leave it there. Thank you so much. Cindy, Butita, Ciru, it's been an absolute pleasure. At 10 p.m., we have a massive, massive show. Naibo is going to be here. Rafton is going to be here. Hope Kid is going to be here. Akode will be here. And we've got a special surprise for our audience right here at the University of Nairobi. Come back at 10 p.m., will you? We'll see you then.